Hey friends, welcome back to the channel with more Futurama. This is season 3, episode 9, and I've been saying the correct episode for a while now after switching from broadcast to production order, but now I'm actually watching them in the order that they were intended. Mixing up episodes hasn't really resulted in me enjoying the show any less, so it's mostly whatever, but now there will be no more confusion. But okay, last time you guys saw Calculon try to win an Oscar and Harold Zoid winning it instead. Ridiculous. Let's see what we get up to this time. Full reaction on Patreon in the link in the description below. Leave a like, really helps with the channel, and let's get started. Please rise for the Futurama theme song.
It's a doorbell, baby. I was abandoned as a baby too, so...
Garbage, huh? I'll take care of it.
Whoa, whoa!
Bender, stop! Oh, it's just a card. From the orphanarium I grew up in.
That was misleading.
LEELA, you're invited to a reunion at Cookieville Minimum Security Orphanarium.
Minimum security?
Stand clear of self-destructing basket.
A reunion at your old orphanarium, eh? You gonna go?
No way,
What the heck?
Josebot. I never want to see
Josebot.
other orphans again.
He is Mexican.
Not a...
Oh my god.
How can you make fun of me, Kirk? You're blind.
My eyes may not work, but at least I got 2 of them. Imagine the look on their faces when you show up with 2 friends who eat all the hors d'oeuvres.
Well, I wouldn't mind rubbing my success in a few choice faces.
Success.
Set a course for adventure.
LEELA, you're worthless and no one will ever love you.
You used to say that all the time.
What the heck?
Whoa, get a load of this average-looking guy.
That's Adlai Atkins. I used to have kind of a crush on him.
Yes, so attractive.
What you been up to since you left the orphanarium?
Oh, living in a box, fighting the shakes.
And what am I up to, you ask? Why, I'm a very successful
LEELA.
space captain.
That's so good for a person with one eye.
Hey!
Wow.
You can't feel sorry for me. I'm a space captain, and you're a bunch of losers. Oh, yeah? Well, shut up, Cane Boy.
He can't hear you. He's deaf now.
What?
Leave LEELA alone.
What?
She's leading a perfectly normal life. She's not gussied up, duded out, getting down, or where it's at. Now run along.
Say what? I understood none of that.
Thanks, Adelaide. So what do you do these days?
Oh, I'm a doctor.
A tall doctor, you say?
LEELA.
Have you thought about adopting one of our kids?
I haven't.
Well, keep adoption in mind.
No,
it's a
no.
great way to have a kid without having sex.
Really?
Plus, the government will help out with a small stipend of $100 a week.
$100
Bender.
a week?
No, Bender, no.
I can build you a paraffin eye and graft it on with skin from your foot. It won't be able to see,
What?
but you'll look like a perfectly normal, 2-eyed person.
Sons, daughters, meet Uncle Fry.
Hey, why are
Bender.
those kids following you? Do you have candy stuck to your ass?
No, it's called parenting.
I'm sure LEELA's tired of morons gaping at her eye all the time.
Oh. I think cosmetic surgery's great, LEELA.
LEELA doesn't need surgery. You look great the way you are.
Oh, that's so sweet, Fry. But for once in my life, I just want to look normal. I'm getting the surgery.
Oh, okay.
That a girl.
Wonderful.
Oh, what? Is that a raisin or something? Come on.
Ah, I think she looked fine before.
No,
No.
wrong.
Wow, look at me. Although I don't have the hang of blinking yet.
Oh boy. Kick his ass. I have 2 eyes now.
Kids, meet the jerkbags I work with.
Oh, they're so cute. What are their names? My name's Nina, and his name's Albert.
And from now on, you're all named Bender Jr.
Daddy Bender, we're hungry.
What is it with you kids? Every other day, it's food, food, food.
Every other day.
Hello, LEELA. I was at a nearby tailor getting one of my Hawaiian shirts toned down, so I thought I'd drop in for your follow-up exam.
Oh, that's so handsome of you.
You know, a guy could fall head over heels for a gal like you. As for me, I'm somewhat interested myself. Will you go out with me this Sunday?
Sure.
I don't know what else to say, so I'll just say it. Okie dokie, see you then.
Be careful with that Adlai, Leela. He's a doctor. They're very poor.
Actually, most doctors are rich.
What? When did this happen? You're joking, right? That's not funny!
Daddy, Bethany's hitting me.
Here.
I'm attracted to a man with responsibility.
That's me, baby. Let me just ditch the kids in an alley and we can go have some fun.
I love you, Daddy Bender.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
Aww.
You morons! I don't know what you're trying to pull, but I got half a mind to hug each and every one of you and see how you like it.
Yay!
Come on.
I'd like an extra beautiful bouquet for my extra gorgeous sweetheart.
What the heck?
Average, please.
Average.
Leela, you're 999,999 in a million.
How romantic! Yeah, I guess what would you expect?
Listen, I just want you all to know you're Leela's one standard lady.
Oh,
Standard.
Adelaide. The rest of us aren't normal, and that's what makes us great. And the professor's a senile, amoral crackpot. Oh, yeah. Amy's a klutz from Mars.
Sploops.
And Fry,
Sploops.
you've got that brain
Sploops.
thing.
I already did. So, Leela, do you want to be like us? Or do you want to be like Adlai, with no severe mental or social problems whatsoever? That's the dumbest question I ever heard.
She's right.
No doubt about it.
Daylight come.
It's time to stop living this Vita bachelor loca. Settle down and have kids.
Oh, Adelaide.
This guy's so ridiculous.
This is the most beautiful moment of my life.
You're making it a loss, probably.
I'm getting $100 a kid and they're costing me 110.
Ugh, there goes my new kitchen cabinet.
Adelaide, I was thinking, since we're both orphans, maybe we should adopt a child.
Adoption. Yes, that's acceptable.
Stolen car parts and orphanarium. Aww.
Hello, Imperial Dragon Restaurant? I've got a herd of you-know-what's for sale. What? What?
Hi, Bender. We'd like to adopt a child.
Well, you come to the right place. If you're strapped for cash, you might want to consider this a regular unit. Cursed with a third ear, but so full of that emotion I understand is called love.
We're gonna have to think about it.
Okay, kids, grown-ups gotta talk now. Time for bed.
But it's 10 in the morning.
I said hit the hay!
You're under arrest for child cruelty, child endangerment, depriving children of food, selling children as food, and misrepresenting the weight of livestock.
It'd be all right if we adopted one of the kids.
Might as well. They're just gonna rot in the evidence locker.
What?
I've made up my mind. Let's adopt her.
Her? But there's plenty of normal ones. Oh, all right. If you really want that one, I can give her an operation to make her acceptable.
She doesn't need an operation.
Oh, and I suppose you were fine the way you were.
Damn right I was.
Yay!
Yay!
Look, Adelaide, I'm
Shut up,
proud
Ryan.
to... Now take me to the hospital and
Wow.
put my eye back the way it was. Right now.
Are you adopting the kid?
That?
Listen, buddy. By the end of the day, one of us is gonna have one eye.
In recognition.
Great line.
We'll miss you, Daddy Bender. We know robots don't have emotions, but we drawed you this picture. So if you ever
Aww.
miss us...
Oh, God. Is he gonna uncrumple it? Aww. And he's gonna burn it, isn't he? Oh, that's so cute.
Hey, what the... Whoa!
But he was so poor to them.
I hate you!
He was so mean to them. And they all love him still. Children. What a ridiculous episode. Very amusing episode. LEELA getting 2 eyes. She looks weirder with 2 than she does with 1. We were used to her 1 eye at the start of the series, I would say. I'm glad it was easily reversible. It made me curious, though, about how many people are generally satisfied with plastic surgery, and the numbers aren't great. Apparently 65% of people said they regretted getting plastic surgery. Granted, this is phaser eye surgery, making her fake eye from the skin from her foot. Can you get, like, athlete's eyeball from that? Anyway. I appreciate what Fry does in this episode, telling LEELA that she's fine the way she is. I think if I was in his shoes, I would have taken a slightly different approach. Like, tell her that I think she's beautiful the way she is, but also be supportive of what she wants to do. because he doesn't understand at all the bullying that she had to go through since childhood. But like his heart is in the right place, so I have no complaints about the way he's acting. Add on to the fact that he decided for himself that he was better off not having those brain worms a while ago, and there's layers there to his the way he reacts. But yeah, even the blind kid was making fun of LEELA when she was a kid and in adulthood as well. That kind of feels real because people kicking other people down who are more ostracized so that they are not the focus, that feels very, very real. I guess there are some blind kids in the world, but they said LEELA was the only one of her kind on Earth, so she's even more rare. Seriously, we need some backstory on LEELA's parents though, and their race at some point. I know it has to be coming, but I'm just so curious about it in the meantime. The other people from the minimum security orphanarium still made fun of LEELA though in the present day, even in adulthood, patronizing her about her job, even though they're all in like far worse positions. They just had no shame. And LEELA has a crush on one of her ex-tormentors, Adelaide, which is just so sad. But I mean, as a kid, that's all she knew, right? Everyone was mean to her, so find attraction in the best-looking guy, the best-looking mean guy, I guess. In present times, he's somewhat nicer to her, telling the others to leave her alone. But he's so average and normal, competent, satisfactory. And personally, I'm okay with blending in with the crowd sometimes, but it's never my goal. I never want to blend in. Like societal expectations for so many things are just so nonsensical and many times harmful. But I understand why LEELA is drawn to that because she was ostracized and made fun of for her entire life for being different. And this Adelaide made his whole personality about just fitting in, being normal, and he tried to make LEELA that way too. You're 999,999 in a million. Way to make a girl feel not special, I guess. And then we also had Bender adopting all these kids for the stipend, which is just a ridiculous storyline. It's interesting because a lot of times in fiction, they talk about how hard it is to adopt a newborn, and I know that's true in a lot of cases as well, but like real life cases as well, but there are a lot of older children who are in orphanages who like desperately want a family but are looked over because everybody wants a newborn. Bender, of course, doesn't care about any of that. He just wants the $100 per child. And he wound up spending more on them than he got. And that was with mistreating them and barely feeding them food in the process. He was like, you guys want food every other day? That's so much. That's so often. And yet they still love him because he adopted them. In their eyes, he wanted them. And he grew to have a soft spot for them, and it's kind of sweet when it's not outright amoral, but reading them his arrest record, and they're all so into it. Yeah, very, very entertaining. But Bender then tries to get rid of all the kids, trying to get people to adopt them from him while I guess he continues to collect the government checks. The one with the third ear on her forehead being bullied just like LEELA was, that was really sad. But through LEELA sticking up for her, LEELA realizes that she wants to be the way she used to be as well. Just screw the people who want her to fit in. And it's interesting because for some people, plastic surgery changes their lives and makes them so happy. And for others, it's never enough. But I liked that LEELA reached a place where she was happy making decisions based on what she wants and who she is. Not that she's okay with the bullying, but she has people who love her for who she is right now. Anyway, Bender winds up returning the kids to the orphanarium, but also gives them the $1,200 a month, which is why the orphanarium was named after him, I think. But that's pretty cool. He also grew like super attached to them in the short time, had that drawing. That was super sweet. But yeah, very entertaining episode. Other things that were fun in this episode were like Zoidberg had some standout moments. Spraying Farnsworth with the ink, and then being so shocked and angry when he finds out that most doctors are in fact very, very rich. Zoidberg. Poor guy. But okay, full reaction on Patreon in the link in the description below. Early reactions are there as well. Leave a like, really helps the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time with more. Bye, friends.